Welcome back to Margaritas in Paradise. Hey, I had a question recently with one of my subscribers mentioning that he thinks that the prices to live in Thailand is much higher than what I'm leading to. Do you think the prices are changing here in Thailand? I don't think so. But I'll tell you what, if you come here and you have to decide on why you're coming here. For me, it was a whole different story. I've told you this before. I tried to live after I retired from the military, and I had a small business that did very good, and I was trying to stay down in Florida on a certain income, and I found that to be very expensive to do. When I came to Thailand, though, the difference was amazing, and I was able to. My money went further than it did in the United States. So we're going to go over that a little bit and touch on the important topics with that of what you can expect. Now, right away, if you're living in a 3,500 square foot home in Southern California, okay, and you play golf 3 times a week, and every time you go out to the golf course, you spend $300. And then you decide to take a weekend trip or something, and you go stay in a nice hotel, and that's $500 a night. And every time you go out to dinner, whether you're on this trip or whenever, you spend $100 every time you go out to eat. And things like that. And you're used to spending, let's say, $5 a gallon for gasoline or whatever diesel costs in that area. Then you come over here and you want to live that same lifestyle, you're going to spend a lot more. That's just fact. The thing is, if you want to stay in the top of the line hotel and in the top of the line room, and you don't mind spending $500, there's probably $500, which is that 15,000 baht a night hotel rooms here. There probably are. I'm not sure. I can't afford that. But and the same thing, if you want to eat high line, there's some really fancy French restaurants here and that type of stuff that you could go out and spend $100 on a meal with no problem, or maybe more than that. I don't know. But the thing is, if you want to stay in penthouses and drive BMWs and Mercedes-Benz and golf 5 every day of the week, and you're only golfing at the most expensive golf courses. There are more expensive golf courses. I've never golfed at them because they just cost too much. I'm not complaining about that in the least bit. I know that there's a certain way to live here, and it's going to depend on you. So if you're comparing a hotel room or a condominium, if say a 300 square meter condo, I don't even know what that comes out to be in square feet. But, wait a minute. Alexa, 300 square meters is what in square feet?
300 square meters is about 3,230 square feet.
3,230 square feet, okay? I think a 300 square meter condo around here, there's only like 2 of them that I know of. So that would be top of the line penthouses, that there's no doubt about it. I think over at Park Beach, I have a friend that lives at Park Beach that I like a lot. I think they have a top of the line room there that's like 180 square meters. So, probably half that amount, probably around 1,600 square feet, to give you an idea. But anyway, that's what you're looking at here. So for guys like me that, I tell everybody, I'm not poor, I'm not rich, I'm just right in the middle. I can live here comfortably and really have a great time. Golf once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks or something like that. And enjoy doing the things that I want to do and able to eat on what I want to eat. And I'm not going out having steak every night or even Western food every day. So it's not that I'm fully committed to Thai food either, even though I know that's where the value is if I want to live here a long time. But I can still maintain a certain lifestyle here on a very minimal amount of money. If you haven't done so already, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell next to it for future notifications of videos that are coming out. Yeah, I want to put a shout out to Kenneth. Thank you very much for that great meal over at the Hard Rock Cafe and great conversation. I really enjoyed talking to you. I appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you later. I've talked about my buddy Warren. He won't do an interview, by the way. He lives in this building here. He has his Social Security is just, it's approximately $1,200 a month from the U.S. Now, he's been here about 20 years. And when he came here initially, he had a little bit of a savings. I'm sure he has some savings now. But anyway, he did buy his condo here. And he also bought a motorbike that he still has his original motorbike. Now, he never rides it anymore. But like I say, I've told you his basic story. He drinks 2 beers a day. Okay, he has the beer delivered by the case. He has a girlfriend that comes over and stays with him like 2 or 3 nights a week. He helps her out a little bit. Last time I talked to him about it, he gave her like 6,000 baht a month, which is like $180 basically. They've been together a long time. You know, he likes his Netflix, and yeah, he never goes to bars or anything like that. And I think he eats pretty much 100% Thai food. But he's able to survive on $800 a month. Is that doable for most people? No, absolutely not. In his lifestyle, he enjoys what he does, but what he does isn't for most people. Most people don't dream of coming to Thailand to live like Warren does, okay? But again, now Warren's 80 some years old, and he's enjoying what he does. He told me just less than a year ago that he saved over 1 million baht of his income. So he's not right up to the edge. Now I know the exchange rate has fluctuated some, so there's probably an adjustment in there right now. But see, it's doable. But for most people, that's not a doable amount. I mean, really, you need to have maybe $1,500 a month to just be at your base level of you know, being able to afford everything that you need to do here. And I'll tell you, in all honesty, with Warren, I'm not sure if he has health insurance. So that's another thing in itself. You're talking about an 80-year-old guy, it's probably, I would think health insurance would be $200 to $300 a month. You can figure a 60-year-old guy, it's going to cost $200 a month. But if you can come here and figure out a sizable accommodations, something that you can live in and be comfortable in, and follow some basic rules of maybe being on a bus route, living very close to a night market, food accommodations, street food that's very close to you, or small restaurants and that type of stuff. Maybe having the beach close to you, or shopping, or even, you know, if you had medical needs, maybe having a hospital near you. There's lots of different options there. And then when you get into your social aspect, having things to do, being able to stay happy, you're entertained, you're engaged, you get out and do things. And another special shout out to Glenn H. Hey, brother, thanks for that drink. Go Spurs, go Chiefs. You know my Chiefs are 6-0. All right, let's keep it going. When we touch on inflation, you know, I don't think inflation has affected this area, Pattaya especially. Now, other areas of Thailand, it may be different, but around here, you know, you can still get a hotel room for 1,000 baht a night. It's actually cheaper than that. For a 3-star, if you can stay in a 3-star hotel, which most of the hotels around here are 3-star, it's probably less than 1,000 baht a night, which is less than $30. Now, if you want to stay in the Hilton or the Sheraton or something like that, you're going to spend more money. You know, there's no doubt about it. So you do the things that you want to do. If you come to Thailand as a 2-week millionaire, 1-month millionaire, and go out and spend a lot of money, that's up to you, okay? There's no doubt about it. And you'll find that you can spend that money. There's lots of people here that want to take that money. They want to make money. But you can also live here on a lower budget if you want to. So touching on, are prices changing in Thailand? Yes, they absolutely are. There's certain things that have went up in price here, but it's not a lot. And so when we're looking at things, I gave you an example in my last video about this. I came here in 2006 when I first came to Pattaya. In 2006, the price of a baht bus was 10 baht, about 30 cents. And today, the price of a baht bus is 10 baht, 30 cents. Now, a baht bus is a small truck, like a taxi. It takes you from point A to point B, and they're used all over. They're a really great, convenient way to get around in Thailand if you're not driving your own motorbike or something like that. So now I'm going to give you a couple other really cool examples of an item that it's amazing. Now, I did a little bit of research on my condominium. Now, I told you, and I've done a video about that I spent approximately $45,000 for my condominium. It's 48 square meters. Now, it's way too small for a lot of people. And many people have called my room a shoebox because it's just a studio. It's a straight shot, just like a hotel room or something like that. But it's plenty of room for me. It's perfect for me, but it may not be perfect for you. And like I say, I paid approximately $45,000. Now, the actual exchange rate effective today, I paid 1.5 million Thai baht, and that comes out to $44,470. Now, I'm on the 8th floor, and I have a great sea view. I'm 80 meters away from the beach, and I spent about $200,000 or so on renovation and furniture, which is another, let's say, $7,000 or something like that. But anyway, this is a perfect thing for me. Now, what did this place sell for brand new 30 years ago? Okay, now this was something that was really surprising to me. As it turns out, my condo sold for $875. That's $26,000. In the last 18 years, my condo is basically not even doubled in price. So if you're coming here, I tell people all the time, don't think of your condos as an investment here, because condos sometimes go down in value from what the original prices are. Now, I have a video coming out very soon about Copacabana over in Jomtien, and their pre-production prices for the number one project that's on Second Road, between Second Road and Beach Road in Jomtien. The pre-production prices were, I think, around 4.4 million baht for a really small unit, like a 32 square meter unit, something like that, which I think is too small. Since they've moved in and everything, the prices have went up by 30%. So right now, they have another project in place called Copacabana Coral Reef, which is across the road. So it's across the road on the Second Road side. It's not going to be beachfront like the first project is, but still, I want to say the smallest units, I went through the demo units. You're going to be able to see those in another video. And the smallest units are like 34 square meters, something like that. And they're touching right around 4.5 million baht. It'll be interesting to see 20 years from now what those units are worth. I don't know. But for the most part, most units don't increase in value a lot. I mean, we have some pretty nice units around here. We have Walmart Towers right across the street. I think most of those units are worth less than what people paid. That, you may be able to get exactly what you paid for out of it, and that building's been up, 15 years or so, something like that. So anyway, are prices going up in Thailand? They probably are to a little, there's certain things. If you want to buy a car, for instance, I think you can go still buy a Suzuki Swift for around $15,000. It's a pretty small four-door type car, economy type car that you can get around town in, and there's probably cheaper ones than that. But going out and buying a small pickup truck similar to, let's say, a Ford Ranger or something like that in the U.S. is probably going to cost you $45,000, $50,000. So anyway, that's the type of prices that you have to look at, that things are going up. If you want to buy one of the really good sort of sleeper mattresses or something like that, that probably comes from the U.S. or someplace. I don't know where they come from, but they're going to cost a lot of money, probably $2,000 up, that type of stuff there. So you can buy local and things are going to be cheaper, or you can buy imported products and it's going to cost more. Hey, I want to make sure that you're checking the description box below. There's a link in there to, if you felt like buying me a cup of coffee, and all kinds of other money-saving links. All right, let's press on. I hope that makes perfect sense. Things here, your money goes further in Thailand. That's just plain fact. You can come here with a couple $1,000s available per month and live here very comfortably. All right. Well, that's all I have for you. Make sure, if you haven't done so already, that you give me that big thumbs up, that you're hitting that subscribe button, hit the bell for future notification of videos that are coming out, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.